How's it going, guys? It's Red, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys a super powerful assault rifle DPS setup that you guys can be using right now in Back 4 Blood. But before we get into that, if you're new here to the channel, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with, so if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so here we are in the deck building menu in Back 4 Blood. This is going to be the complete deck list, so if you guys are just looking to copy and paste the deck, now is your time to do so. But for the remainder of this video, I'm just going to be talking about what role every card plays in the deck and just everything like that. Now, as far as like the game plan for the deck and like what you're trying to be doing, is you want to be on Special Infected Patrol. Something that assault rifles do really well is kill Special Infected before they can even kind of like interact with the players, especially some of the lower HP guys like Stalkers and Hawkers. Like, you can kill a lot of them on site and they can't really do a whole lot about it. And ARs are pretty good at dealing with some of the new children of the worm enemies, you know, like Crones and Puff Slingers. And ARs aren't exactly the best at dealing with slashers, not in a quick manner at least, but as long as you keep your distance, you should be able to deal with them no problem as well. And as far as like most of the interactions that you're going to be taking, like when you try to 1v1 Special Infected and when you're trying to figure out where your positioning would be, since we're using assault rifles, you want to keep a medium distance at all times, because you don't want to be super far away because, you know, they don't do as much damage at distance as something like a sniper would, but you also don't want to really be that up close and personal with the Ridden because they don't have, you know, a quick reload speed and they don't have the fastest ADS. They're just really good at pelting out consistent lines of damage, which is where the medium range wants to be. Now, moving on to our first category, which is going to be weak spot damage, we have Hyper Focused, which gives us plus 50% weak spot damage and minus 40% move speed while shooting or melee attacking. And the second card of the deck is actually just Hellfire, which doesn't have anything to do with weak spot damage, but it gives us plus 45% move speed while we're firing and plus 3% move speed while we're not firing. So this card is in here just to make the downside of Hyper Focused kind of like not existent. It's just here to balance it out because Hyper Focused is a really strong ability, especially in a deck where you want to be, you know, have a lot of weak spot damage. Up next, we got Reckless Strategy, which is going to give us plus 30% weak spot damage and minus 5% damage resistance as the downside. Next, we have Knowledge is Power, which gives us plus 10% weak spot damage, and it allows players to see values for damage they deal and enemy health bars. And to wrap this category up, we have Front Sight Focus, which is going to give us plus 20% accuracy, plus 10% weak spot damage, and plus 15% aim speed. Now, the reason that I chose these cards specifically as my, you know, weak spot damage suite is because I wanted to get a little bit more value out of my weak spot damage cards than just base weak spot damage, if that makes sense. That's why I chose to play cards like Knowledge is Power and Front Sight Focus, you know, because the health bars, they're actually really convenient now with things like the Children of the Worm DLC. So, you know, the health bars, they become more relevant now than just the regular Special Infected. And Front Sight Focus gives us, you know, a few other good statistics like accuracy and aim speed, which assault rifles don't have the fastest ADS, so getting any incremental advantage on that is also really good. And moving on to our next category, which is just going to be base damage, and it's going to be started off with Patient Hunter, which says every 0.75 seconds we ADS, it increases our bullet damage by 10% up to 3 stacks. Up next, we have Shredder, which says each bullet hit causes the target to take 1% increased damage for 3 seconds, stacks up to 15%. Next, we have Silver Bullets, which is going to give us plus 10% bullet damage and plus 15% effective bullet range. Up next, we got Large Caliber Rounds, which is going to give us plus 7.5% bullet damage and plus 200% bullet penetration. And to round off this category, we have Line 'em Up, which is going to give us plus 10% effective bullet range, plus 15% recoil control, and plus 25% bullet penetration and aim speed. Now, the reason that I'm playing these cards in the deck is because I do feel like these are just the strongest 5 damage cards like in the game. I don't think that you can switch any of these out, like just a clean 1-for-1 swap and get more value out of another card than like any one of these. And this also realistically hits like everything that you would need to hit as an assault rifle player, because you want to be sticking to like these median ranges, and Patient Hunter and Shredder are going to make it so your base bullets do, you know, more than enough damage than what is going to be needed. And we have cards like Silver Bullets, which is going to give us that extra effective bullet range, because like I said, assault rifles don't really have like the strongest game when it comes to like ranged combat, and I mean this card kind of helps with that. And Large Caliber Rounds is going to give us that extra bullet penetration that we need to, you know, get through all the common infected, because truthfully, without any bullet penetration, all of our bullets would just be getting stonewalled by like the first common it hits, so large caliber rounds is obviously very important in that manner. And we're playing line them up because all 4 of the things that line them up gives us is just absolutely amazing for assault rifle decks. It gives us extra effective bullet range, it, takes down our recoil, and it gives us extra bullet penetration and aim speed, which are all things that assault rifles absolutely love to have. Now, up next, we have reload speed, and to start this off, we have cold brew coffee, which is going to give us plus 15% reload speed and plus 25% aim speed, weapon swap speed, and use speed. Up next, we have Wide Mouth Magwell, which is going to give us plus 30% reload speed and minus 5% damage resistance as the downside. And to round this category off, we're going to have Ammo Belt, which is going to give us plus 50% ammo capacity and plus 15% reload speed. Now, the reason that I'm choosing to play like these reload cards specifically is because reload speed isn't like a big thing that I was looking to get done with the deck. Like, there's plenty of decks out there that need like 100% reload speed, to like help them function, and this isn't one of those decks. Assault rifles just don't have the fastest reload speed at, by like their default standards, and in the higher difficulties, it does get a little inconvenient. Like, yes, you can, melee, all the common away, but I mean, it's still just really inconvenient how long your gun takes to reload. And I just wanted to put some cards in there that were not only going to give us reload speed, but were also going to give us some other type of value. Because, like, I don't know, I just don't like my, my cards to only do one thing, if that makes sense. Like, a card like Wide Mouth Magwell, I don't like playing it in the deck that much, but I feel like it's just so good to where we have to play it. But we are playing Cold Brew Coffee, which gives us that reload speed that we want, and 3 other things. And we're also playing Ammo Belt, which gives us a whole lot more ammo capacity and just has some reload speed tacked onto it. So, I mean, with these 3 cards, we are getting plus 60% reload speed, which, I mean, that's not nothing, you know what I mean? But it's not so much to, like, where the deck is just, like, a reload speed deck. And the last 2 cards in this deck are just kind of, like, value cards that, just help really synergize everything together. Number 14 being Tactical Vest, which gives us plus 30% rifle ammo capacity and plus 10% damage with assault rifles and LMGs. And the last one being High Vis Sights, which is going to give us plus 30% aim speed. Now, the reason I wanted to play Tactical Vest is because assault rifles really do eat up a lot of ammo, and if you're not playing in solo where you like have bots to just infinitely give you ammo, like, I mean, keeping ammo can sometimes be a problem. That's why I chose to play Tactical Vest, mainly for the rifle ammo capacity, because I didn't want to play a card like Ammo Mule, because like that just felt like too much ammo, you know what I mean? And it also gives us extra damage, so it's not like it's only serving one purpose. But if you would rather, switch this out for like another DPS card or like another reload speed card, I definitely want to, blame you. And the reason that we're playing High Vis Sights in the deck is because much like how ARs are with their reload speed, they don't have the fastest, ADS speed either, which again, that's not like majorly inconvenient, but I mean, if I can just throw one card in there to make that problem go away entirely, I'm gonna do it. Well, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Make sure to leave a comment down below telling me any deck changes that you guys would make, and as always, if you happen to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with, so if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And until next time, it's been Red, and I'll see you guys in the next video.